Class 8. Dive into the gene pool.
Activity 1. Parent Share. Activity 1, Parent Share, was first presented in Class 1, Activity 2, so we'll begin this walkthrough with Activity 2. If you are new to teaching the AKA Science curriculum or would like a refresher, please see the video guide for that class.
Activity 2. DOGGY DNA. For this activity, you'll need the supplies listed on your screen and in your printed curriculum. This activity will be done in pairs. This activity is linked to a survey question, as found in the printed curriculum. The goal of this activity is to learn how DNA affects visual appearance. Begin by leading a large group discussion about genetic information and inheritable information. Inform students that they are going to demonstrate how genetic information translates to traits by randomly drawing colored beads to determine the physical appearance of a dog. Give each student a paper and pencil, as well as a few crayons. Give each pair a DOGGY DNA worksheet and a bag of beads. In each pair, have one student select a bead. The color of this first bead represents the dog's DNA sequence for body shape. Have the students match the color of the bead to the corresponding shape in the body shape section of the worksheet. Then invite them to draw the shape of their sheet of paper. Repeat with each trait in the DOGGY DNA worksheet until they have all of the traits to draw their dog. Give time for students to draw their dogs and share with the class. If time permits, have students flip over their paper and repeat the entire activity. Then compare the first dog to the second. Activity 3. Traits. For this activity, you'll need the supplies listed on your screen and in your printed curriculum. This activity will be done individually. This activity is linked to a survey question, as found in the printed curriculum. The goal of this activity is to explore how traits such as right versus left-hand dominance come to be. Tell students that some traits, like those they just explored with the DOGGY DNA activity, are genetic, while others are acquired and related to behaviors. Now, they will try a few different experiments to find out how they each use different parts of their body. Give each student a quarter sheet of paper and a pencil to write their name. Then tell students to write their name again with their opposite hand. Compare the difficulty and results of using each hand to write with. Then, get students to pretend to throw a ball across the room. Just as they did last time, have students try pretending to throw a ball with the other hand. Again, compare and contrast the difficulty of using each hand. Next, have students pretend their pencil is a spoon. Repeat with the other hand. Now that they have tested their hands and arms, they will test how they use their feet and legs differently. Have students stand up and take a step forward with their dominant foot. Then, pretend to kick a ball. Repeat with their non-dominant foot. Compare and contrast. Next, have students make a circle with their fingers and thumb, then look through the circle at something in the room. Compare with the other eye. Pair students. In each pair, have one student stand behind their partner and whisper something, and have the student in front turn their head to listen. Have students switch roles and repeat. Invite pairs to discuss which ear they tried to listen with. Did they prefer hearing with the same side as they did their arms and legs? Activity 4. Thumbing around. For this activity, you'll need the supplies listed on your screen and in your printed curriculum. This activity will be done individually. This activity is linked to a survey question, as found in the printed curriculum. The goal of this activity is to investigate why humans' opposable thumbs are an important adaptation. Connect these final activities to the rest of this curriculum by asking students to think about important adaptive traits that we have that help us be human. One of the most important traits we have, and share with other apes, is the use of opposable thumbs. Have students hold one hand out in front of them, then press their thumb and index finger to make a circle. Repeat using the thumb to make a circle with the middle, ring, and pinky finger. Tell students that they have an opposable thumb, which is why they can turn their thumb so it faces any other finger. Demonstrate this property further by having students attempt to make a circle with their index and middle finger. Then, to illustrate the importance of the opposable thumb, give each student a 1-foot piece of yarn, a penny, a pair of scissors, a pencil, and a half sheet of paper. Additionally, make 8 empty cups available for students to share. Show students the water station with 1 to 4 full cups of water and 1 to 4 empty cups from prep. Now, tell students that they are going to attempt to perform basic tasks without their thumbs. In no particular order, invite students to try to turn an empty cup over, cut a piece of paper, tie a knot in a piece of yarn, write their name on a piece of paper, pick up a coin, and pour from a full cup into an empty cup without spilling. If time allows, provided If time allows, provide an extra challenge to students by asking them to perform the same tasks with their non-dominant hand, in addition to no thumbs. Activity 5. Gotta hand it to you. For this activity, you'll need the supplies listed on your screen and in your printed curriculum. This activity will be done in pairs. The goal of this activity is to investigate various factors that make it difficult to identify objects by touch alone. Ask students to imagine what life might be like if they couldn't bend any of their fingers, not just without opposable thumbs. Pair students. Make the following items available for pairs to share: combs, crayons, forks, spoons, tweezers, nail files, pencils, and any leftover party blowers and jumbo popsicle sticks. In each pair, have students decide who will be the first tester. Have the tester close their eyes and hold their hand flat out in front of them, palm up. Tell the other student to place any random object into the tester's hand and have the tester attempt to identify it with their eyes closed and without bending their fingers. Repeat with different objects. After a few rounds, switch to a different tester. Finally, have each pair repeat the activity, this time with a plastic glove on their hand. Invite pairs to discuss how the glove impacts their ability to identify these objects by touch alone.
Activity 5. Daily Debrief. Activity 5, Daily Debrief, was first presented in Class 1, Activity 5. If you are new to teaching the AKA Science curriculum or would like a refresher, please see the video guide for that class.